This is NASA's R31 Skyline R31 GTS, number 37 out of only 200. And this is Ivy Combs' insane collection. But let's start off a little classier. In the 90s, Lexus railed a line off of a stripper's ass and decided to make one of the greatest cars in the history of great cars, the LS400. Even today, it's extremely sought after due to how reliable and comfortable they are. Naturally, it's the dream car for many people, including Davidas, who owns this beautiful 1994 LS400. He said he finally got his dream car, and here's a brotherly hug. I'm proud of you, bro. This car came in a lot of colors, but this midnight indigo is my personal favorite. Unless I'm colorblind, I'd say whole different color, to which I sincerely apologize.
For the inconvenience of me not giving up!
Thick Shrimp is a great name and the owner of a great car. Specifically, a murdered out A8L. Mr. Shrimp,
should I call you Mr.?
Let's put a bumper from an S8 on it as well, and the rest is mainly stock. To be honest, the supercharged 3-liter V6 that pushes 333 horsepower is absolutely marvelous for a daily driver. Yeah, this brother is dailying this thing, and this brother also probably looks like this. I'm gonna rate it an 11 out of 10 because the pictures are just so fire, and there's no way a car this clean is getting anything less than that. Wanna know what's worse than getting headbutted in the balls by a rogue goat? Getting a lovely green 09 Kawasaki Ninja 650R and then doing this and then getting a new white one. Guy with the Ninja? 10 out of 10 for this picture alone. Still, you're one of the few who submitted a bike, so I want to showcase it a bit more than I normally would. The Ninja 650R is a great motorcycle, though not one I'd recommend as a starter due to the higher power threshold. I think there are plenty of good starter bikes out there, such as the Harley 883. You can become part of the Harley group and join group rides where everyone has to be careful because they've got huge numbers that won't allow innocent civilians to overtake, and if they do, they pull them over and start sucking them off. Opel is a car brand from Germany, and they're best known for making a car that the UK government tried to ban because how fast it was. Today, they make cars that are stylish and different to the norm. Thus, I'd like to present a unique build. Here's Wolfer32's Opel Corsa OPC.
Oh god, it's so good.
These cars have a 1.6 liter 4-cylinder that made 207 horsepower, which is pretty good, and they've got a few things planned out too, including, but not limited to, a Nova Sports MSD, a sports panel filter replacement because Austrian laws about noise and what you can and can't mount to your car for legal reasons, maxed in design full splitter kit. Yeah. Considering this car costed 12,900 euros and the entire build will be roughly 16 to 17,000, I think it's a pretty good value for money proposition. I'll give this a 9 out of 10. Not too sure about the wheels, but hey, who am I to talk? We've got some pretty cool and frankly kinda expensive options up to this point. So, here is Brian Kim's 2019 Stump Jumper Alloy. Finally, something that is not a crate. As if it, being an NSX, wasn't enough of a flex, this is a one-of-one NA2 non-Targa, pre-facelift that is. This doesn't belong to Brian, I should clarify. It's his mom's friend's car, and he got it custom ordered with a 3.2 liter engine instead of a 3 liter engine. Oh, and he's also friends with Keiichi Tsuchiya.
God damn.
7 out of 10 for the stump jumper, mate, because that picture was just like shot by a 4-year-old or something. However, a solid 10 for the NSX. Okay, now time for a little secret between you and me. I allow people to submit their parents' cars, so here are 2 quick ones. This is June's mom's 2022 Porsche Panamera Platinum Edition. Also, her 4th Porsche, with the first she ever bought being a 996, which is just insane lore. 9 out of 10 for the Panamera. And this is Skiltorg's dad's Maserati Grecale Folgore, which is, he says, way better than you think. I mean, you can take his word for it, but nothing's gonna change that Maserati depreciation. This is Angry Death Truck's 89 Dodge D150. It comes with the following creature comforts: massage seats, fried ball joint, a fireplace to keep you warm during the winters, faulty wiring. But quirks aside, the car is very interesting, and the fact that it's got a use hauling stuff around shows it was a good purchase, at least in my eyes. Khair. I like your name, it means well-being or goodness for my non-Arabic speaking audience.
Salamu alaikum.
Khair owns this 2003 Geely Haoxing, at least he thinks so. Wouldn't be a Chinese car if it didn't plant the seeds of doubt in your heart. He also says it's a shitbox, but it gets him from A to B. Better than walking, I suppose. Plus, as a person who really does find Chinese cars fascinating, actually seeing one here caught me off guard. I'm giving you an 8 out of 10 because I like Syrian people and yes, I know where you live. Khair. The 90s were wild. The World Wide Web was created, becoming the world's first web browser, the first Saturn cars were produced, and Russia was wild. And I'm being serious, look. And this is the part where I realized I read this bit wrong, and it's actually an 80s car and not a 90s car. So here's at Gem32bit 1980 Corvette. That's a work in progress. Pretty clear as it still has rough bits that need to be refined, but my word is this thing cool. I mean, once it's properly done, I think it's gonna look insane, which is the case with almost all builds, but some people like to clap their cars out for whatever reason. This is Naz. He's a pretty cool guy who owns an 88 Nissan Skyline R31 Autech GTS. Story time. Autech, or Otteku in Japanese, was a division of Nissan Motorsports and Customization, focused on tuning and converting Nissan cars. Kinda like Nissan's AMG, especially after they merged with Nismo in 2021. Autech took an R31 Skyline and did some things to it. More power, sharper throttle response, enhanced suspension and chassis tweaks. Oh, and they also decided to make it limited. This one here that belongs to Naz is number 37 of 200. This also makes the car historically significant, as this was the start of a pretty crazy lineup of cars to come. Also, here's the video he sent because you really gotta listen to this thing. I'm sure you knew that Saab made more than just cars with the Viggen, Draken, Lansen and Gripen. But they also made the first electrically heated seats and were the first to make headlight wipers. I'd love to talk about their aircraft history, but I'm not daily dose of airplanes that only 1% of you know about. I cover cars, so here's Niche, or better known as Spotted in Ohio, and his Saab 93 Sport Combi. Oh, Sport Combi means wagon, by the way, for all thy unknowledgeable peasants that fill mine holes with your rancid stench. It's got a Chevy 2-liter turbo, it's fun to drive, pretty rare to spot, all things considered. I mean, I live in a country where I think I've seen like 3 in 14 years or something. It's also bone stock, but he plans on changing that. Oh, and one more thing. It's the first car he bought for himself, which is just so wholesome. 10, I like wagons. Oh, and I didn't read the last one, so 11 because it's very cool. Here's Bounty and his 2011 Range Rover with 310,000 kilometers, which is 192,000 burgers per ego, and I still don't understand how this thing is running. I really dig the fine British champagne color. It's different to the black, white, silver, grey plague, and I'm going to be getting myself a new white car, 5-liter V8. Pretty cool. I'll give it a 9 out of 10 and believe your claims for now that it's been reliable, just because I can't prove that it hasn't. As you can still tell by my voice, I am still sick. However, I am feeling way better. But I'm still lazy and I didn't want to edit the Q&A. So if you didn't know, I did a face review. You can go and check it out whenever you want. Alright, take care, bye bye.